you, Chancellor, for your inspiring words. The university recognises outstanding individuals who have contributed to society and their professions. We do this through giving honorary awards, and today we will recognise one of these outstanding individuals. Chancellor, it was unanimously resolved by the Senate and the Council of the University to confer an honorary degree upon Professor Oshita Oshita, Professor Udi Achbong, Pro-Vice Chancellor of Equality, Diversity and Inclusion, will present the candidate.
Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduates, I am delighted to welcome our Honorary Doctor of the University, Professor Oshita Osang Oshita, Professor of Peace and Development Studies, and the founder and executive director of the Ubuntu Center for Peacebuilding and Development. Not without my people. This is the center's strapline, and it emphasizes the need to engage marginalized voices and fragile communities in peace building to strengthen community resilience. The center is the first NGO in Nigeria to develop a peace-building radio to drive development that leverages on peace communication. Oshita is a man with a vision. He started his academic journey with BA, MA, and PhD in philosophy in the 80s and 90s from the University of Calabar and University of Ibadan, respectively. As an early career lecturer at the University of Calabar, he was elected to the Nigerian Federal House of Representatives, a member of parliament with an interest spanning areas of constitutional affairs and state building, good governance, justice and transparency, and human rights. In 2000, he was appointed to the post of Assistant Director for Research and Policy Analysis in the Institute of Peace and Conflict Resolution at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the Nigerian Presidency. In this role, he coordinated the first strategic conflict assessment in Nigeria, funded by DFID, World Bank, USAID, and UNDP. He was appointed as Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution in 2014. In this role, he established a multi-award-winning Peace Academy, which is now the hub of the Institute's national and international training on peace building, conflict management, and security sector issues. As CEO of IPCR, he was a leading member of the National Peace Committee in the 2015 general elections in Nigeria. Oshita achieved a further MA in Peace and Conflict Studies at our great university as a British Chevening scholar in 2004. The journey from Nigeria to the UK to satisfy his lifelong ambition in peace building was not plain sailing. My first contact with the Oshita's family was linked to the sad loss of their beloved child, Ochikono, in 2003 here in Bradford. This difficult experience did not deter him from achieving his goal. Instead, it helped him develop the resilience which has advanced the pursuit of his exciting career as a peace builder and now as a prominent global leader in building community resilience through his academic work and executive roles. In his words, being people-centered is one thing that I value so much from my upbringing. This made the University of Bradford the place for me. It shaped my world by providing me a global network. It changed my life beyond the degree. He is a fellow of the Society for Peace Studies and Practice, fellow of the Institute for Chartered Mediators and Conciliators, and a fellow of the Philosophers Association of Nigeria. He also belongs to many professional associations, including the British International Studies Association and the Network for African Peace Builders. What makes Oshita's journey so remarkable is the extent of his contribution to advancing peace building achieved through his work in the nexus of peace, security, conflict, and development, resource conflicts, systems designed for conflict prevention, conflict-sensitive planning, and policy programming. He has grown from a humble beginning in academia into politics to occupying a significant role in the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. This has placed him strategically as a champion for governance and security sector reform in Africa. Professor Oshita has utilized his reputation and standing to the benefit of the University of Bradford. In 2018 and 2019, I was privileged to work with him to coordinate the Vice Chancellor's high-level delegation to Nigeria. He led our endeavor in engaging with alumni and other partners in Nigeria. Given the University of Bradford's increasing global reach and the desire to build stronger partnerships with universities, governments, businesses, and NGOs in Africa, the creation of a strong network of academic leaders and ambassadors such as Professor Oshita in Africa will support our mission to increase our impact in Africa. I am pleased to welcome his wife Joy and daughters Kije and Jure and Akbe Otu, who are in our midst today. Chancellor, in recognition of his significant contribution to international peace studies and his support in developing links with the university, I have great pleasure in presenting to you for the award of honorary degree of Doctor of the University, Professor Oshita Osang Oshita.
By the authority vested in me, I admit you to the honorary degree of a Doctor of the University. Congratulations.
The Chancellor, Chair of Council, fellow graduates, distinguished guests. Please permit me to begin my speech with special thanks to the University of Bradford for the honor bestowed on me. This is indeed a great day for me, my wife Joy, and my daughters Kije and Njure, who are here with me today, having traveled from Nigeria, especially for this occasion. Unfortunately, Joy and I lost our baby, Ochikono, while I was studying here 20 years ago. But my spirit tells me that right here, Ochikono is also around today, waving at Daddy and Mommy and his siblings. Certain not to miss out on these wonderful celebrations. I sincerely thank, in retrospect, my wonderful classmates and lecturers in the Peace Studies Department for their support during my time at the university, especially during the agonizing moments of my family. I also appreciate the British Council I appreciate also Professor U.D. Achibong, Professor David Francis, my brother Wale Bakare, and brother Professor Kenneth Omeje, among others. I appreciate the family of Chief Ben Otu, represented here by Barrister Akpe Otu, for coming all the way from Nigeria to share the joy of this moment with us here in the charming city of Bradford. I already had a PhD for 9 years by year 2000, when I arrived at the University of Bradford for the MA as a Chevening scholar in the Department of Peace Studies. I had joined the newly established Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution, IPCR, as researcher 2 years earlier, and required the best institution to fill my proficiency gap in peace and conflict studies. I chose the University of Bradford because it was not just one of the oldest, but also it was known as a global brand. The Peace Studies Department was chosen because it has some of the pioneers of the field, including Adam Cole, the Quaker peace activist who mediated the conflict, the civil war conflict in my country, that is the Biafra-Nigerian Civil War in the 60s. It was also a delight to be mentored by people like Paul Rogers, Tom Woodhouse, and Oliver Ramsbottom. As a graduate of Bradford, I must confess, my life changed positively. Since leaving Bradford in 2004, I have been connected with classmates and alumni across nearly all 7 continents of the world. Indeed, my 19 years post-graduation experience from Bradford shows that a University of Bradford graduate stands out professionally anywhere in the world. To put this in the Nigerian pidgin parlance, Bradford graduate, he not dey carry last. Meaning that, part of the meaning is that you never give up as a Bradford graduate. You will always make it. As the next cohort of graduates from Bradford, I am confident you will have the same successes and opportunities as I have experienced. Let me also congratulate you, the graduating students who have toiled through spring, summer, autumn, and in the cold Bradford weather, or winter, such as we are witnessing now, to get to this point of joy and celebration. You have no doubt, and the Chancellor has said that, demonstrated resilience and determination to merit the honors being bestowed on you by this great institution. Well done to every single person seated here in front of me. I say well done. You deserve it. You really deserve it. Please celebrate and be happy because you made the right choice by coming to the University of Bradford, a well-respected global brand in various disciplines. Here is a piece of advice for you, our beloved graduates. The world of work is changing, and job spaces are rapidly shrinking. The role of humans in global economies is dwindling as emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, and robotics are almost dominating the stage. To do well, therefore, you must activate the ingenuity from the University of Bradford. You have to. To be innovative. Take informed risks. Take risks, but informed risks. And continue to learn and develop your skills. For the graduates proceeding to higher studies, you may want to go for higher studies. You will benefit from the spirit of resilience that you have gotten from Bradford and that spirit of confidence that the university has taught you. Once again, congratulations to all the graduates and thanks to everyone present here today. God bless you all. I thank you.